I was wrong about Ryan Day. I'll own it. Totally wrong. Count me in the camp with most everybody else. I'm pretty sure I was one of the guys that made fun of his rosy cheeks. Absolutely believed he was born on third base. And to inherit a program like Ohio State after, Urban Meyer leaves you with a ripe recruiting class, left you with the table set. I mean, absolutely born on third base. And Jim Harbaugh younger brothered him all the time. I think that me and a lot of college football fans out there looked at him in a similar light. And let's face it, he continued to break in big moments. His teams were not physically tough. They were not mentally tough, and they lost when it mattered most. They got their absolute skulls smashed by Alabama in the last national championship that they played in. But let's be honest, man. Looking at them win that national championship, looking at how much those players love Ryan Day, I'm not going to come out here and say that Notre Dame was the cream of the crop and they're the best team in the country to play against. They earned their way to the national championship. They absolutely did. And that's a conversation for another place. Notre Dame deserved to be there. But Ohio State getting that dub, Will Howard, man, what a throw to seal the game. What balls. I mean, you look at that sideline on Ohio State and you're like, man, did Ryan Day just make that play call? What freaking balls of him to do that. And then you realize, oh, wait, that's Chip Kelly, baby. Chip Kelly with balls of steel. I mean, you see Will Howard take a step back. I mean, this guy barely completed a drop, right? He took a quick release. He took a couple steps, and that ball was sent to the heavens. That ball went a mile in the air, right into the arms. Jeremiah Smith. Who else? Man, a lot of NFL teams would be crying and be desperate to have that guy this year. Too bad he's got a couple more years of eligibility. What a game. What a fight by Notre Dame. But most of all, I mean, for Ohio State to take a massive L against one of the worst Michigan teams we've seen in a while, and to use that as motivation and fuel to help get them to this point. Now, let's be fair. Let's be honest. A lot of us said that the Texas Longhorns got completely shafted by the bracket that they got put in. Stacked, loaded bracket. You've got Tennessee, Ohio State, Oregon. Listen, at multiple times this year, Ohio State and Oregon were the top two teams in the country. For a little bit, I think Texas was considered one of the top teams, right? To see that bracket come out and to see that Texas got absolutely screwed that way, it was a tough way. It was tough to get through that side of the bracket. But Ohio State did it in impressive fashion, beating Tennessee, absolutely dominating Oregon, beating Texas, sealing it with a win against Notre Dame. Midwest rivalry. I love to see that. Ryan Day, seeing Jack Sawyer and these guys, how much they love Ryan Day. Good for him. Good for him. Because I certainly said that he had coordinator face. To me, he looked like a guy that's going to be, it's fucked up. But to me, he always looked like a coordinator. He looked like a guy that was never going to be able to get the big dance, to win the big game. And he did it. Good for him. He continues to bring in top-level recruiting classes, especially in a league now that's dominated by NIL. Good for this man. Now, the larger picture, I think, is the college football landscape and the college football playoff. Was that a success this year? To me, it was the first year with a college football playoff with 12 teams. Lots of people complaining, lots of sore losers. You got Ole Miss, you got Lane Kiffin, you got Alabama. Listen, at the end of the day, don't lose that many games and you'll make it to the playoff. That's all I've got to say. You can't lose that many games and then complain when you don't make it to the dance. Boise State for damn sure didn't deserve to be a 3 seed, but their record got them there. They deserve to be in the playoff. And that's the point of this, right? NIL has completely leveled the playing field. It's spread out talent. It sucks to see people pick up and go. And there's a lot of coaches that don't like the way that things are these days. But at the same time, if you're a guy like Carson Beck from Georgia, who had an absolute stinker of a year in a year when most people projected him to go in a first round in NFL drafts, which to me was always absurd, why wouldn't you leave and go to Miami where you're going to get paid millions of dollars? You're for damn sure not going to get that in the NFL this year. Maybe you would. Probably not after the year you had. Why not collect that money and go to Miami, right? Not saying it's awesome for these schools. You have to re-recruit, right? But if that's the way the things are, and players are offered, I mean, it's a business decision, right? These schools are running businesses, they're running programs. And these players, if their talent warrants it, have become a business of themselves. It's a different game, right? This isn't the Nick Saban college football world anymore. Talent is absolutely spread out, and you've got to do your darndest to keep it. It's leveled the playing field in this college football playoff. I think this year is exactly what you would hope. You had some chalk teams. You had a Texas, Ohio State, Oregon. You know, you've got some of the blue bloods. You've got a Georgia. You've got a Penn State. But then you've got some of the teams that earned their way in with a good record. You've got an Arizona State. Nobody expected that. You've got a Boise State. Nobody expected that, but they had a Heisman finalist, right? Like, these are the things that you want to see. You want to see these schools be given a chance because, like I said, I'm a University of Utah fan. And not too long ago, University of Utah earned their way to a Sugar Bowl against Alabama, who we were absolutely expected to drop the ball against and drop our pants against. And that did not happen. We came out ready to rock, and we stunned Alabama early in the game, and we jumped on them. We dominated that game. It's games like that that you hope for when you see these playoffs, because who's to say Arizona State might not have made a run? I didn't think they ever would, but it's nice to see a team get that chance. I think it's overall, that first round, the games were a little bit ugly and the playoff got some scrutiny. But to me, overall, you've got a mixture of chalk and blue blood schools, and then you've got some Cinderella schools, which is why we love March Madness so much. I think the seeding needs some work. There's no way, no way a team like Texas, a team like Ohio State, the games that you're playing this year, there's no way they compare to the games that Boise State's playing. What's going on, everybody? I am Simeon, and this is my channel. If you like this video, I would appreciate if you like it, give it a thumbs up, comment what you think. I want people that are as passionate as I am to watch these videos and to engage. I have thick skin. Tell me if I'm wrong. I love debate. I love discourse. And this is a community. This is a channel for all. If you support what I'm doing, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to have you. But I love to talk sports in general. And I love to connect with fans all across the globe, no matter who you cheer for. I'm excited to get this started. If you support the cause, go ahead, become a subscriber, turn on your alerts. I would love to engage. Let's go. Let's build this community. Let's grow something cool, something special. Excited to see how we do it. Thank you for watching.